Okay, kiddos. Photoshop crashed and I lost what I was writing down. So that's cool. And the desktop audio is not working right, so it's a double cool. So that's fine. Thanks, Banana Phone. I'll see you maybe tomorrow when I stream because I'll be doing an actual I'll be making a game tomorrow. Today's just planning. So yeah, let me load up Photoshop again and see if it tries to just kill me or if it saved what I had. Fingers crossed it saved it because that would make things much easier. But we'll have to see. Okay, it looks like it saved sort of. It saved some of it. It didn't save the writing part. Let's what we've learned here is a lesson in saving things and not being stupid. Planning doc. Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's fix this again. Canvas size. Just gonna 1618. I'm gonna select this. Maybe. Okay, we're gonna move that. I'm looking at the wrong layer. Cool. Done moving that. Deselect. Let's save now before we lose everything again. Okay, back to planning. So, I think that I know vaguely like the idea of what I want to do. Like the concept is there. I want to make them very distinct. In no, I don't want to do that. There we go. Let's just delete that. Distinct. Vibe. I kind of am feeling like a. It's very small. I'll make it this. Like a. What's it called? I can't remember the name. I'm trying to Google it so I can figure it out. Like a very Lovecraftian dark aesthetic. Lovecraftian aesthetic. Bitch, I don't know how to spell. Sure, that's it. I want it to have multiple gameplay options. Multiple gameplay options. So I essentially want to treat it like 2 games. Let me just do this because this will be easier. So I think the idea that I want to go with is crows are focused on destruction. So theirs is a bullet hell side scroller. And then the doves, I want to make theirs more strategic. More puzzle based. Their goal is not necessarily peace, but resolving issues in a way that benefits both sides, but mostly them. Maybe. I don't know. I'm still a little on the fence about the doves and how I want their gameplay to be. I do definitely want like a side scroller bullet hell-esque game for crows, where it's almost like they're like a fighter plane with guns on their back. Guns on back. Whoop whoop. What other game types can we do? Because doves are so peaceful looking that I want to give them this like air of like calm relaxingness. Um, Whereas the crows are much more like aggressive in their features. And like when people think of crows, they often think of like the Edgar Allan Poe, um, or like a similar thing. Like I want them to have more of like a strong power behind the crows, whereas the doves give you this more petite, um, not necessarily weak, but like peaceful feeling. I think that makes sense. I'm sure nobody understands, but I understand what I mean. But as far as like a game, what kind of game should we make their part be? Because I want that to be like the main deciding thing. Like you start the game and you have to make this decision and it affects your gameplay. Like it drastically affects what type of game you're playing. And then later on, if it becomes too difficult, I'll just quit one. I'll just throw one half of the game away and just not give you the choice, which will ruin the whole concept and it'll be a waste of my time. But it's fine. Um, I want it to be something interesting, but still playable. Yeah. Maybe maybe something like um oh hey, it's thanks for the resub. 10 months. Wowee. I don't know. When I think of like a calm, relaxing game, what kind of game do I think of? I mean, there's like puzzle-based games where you're like popping bubbles that match in specific colors, like Bejeweled. There's let's see. I mean, there's like Tetris. It's gonna be horror-esque because it's gonna have like a Lovecraftian vibe, very dark aesthetic, very like scratchy and like a scribbly sort of style. Oh, a good example, a good example of like a style that I'm thinking of is if you look at the game, let me find it. Oh gosh, what's it called? Um, and I have it in my games library, but I have over 300 games and I can't find what's it called? I mean, like World of Horror has that dark black and white aesthetic, but I want something scratchy or something like slightly ugly, but still interesting. There's gonna be brutal death in like portions of it, depending on like the side that you go with. What's the name of this game that I'm thinking of? Oh, I have to find it now. It's bothering me. Um, let's see. My friend is a raven. Oh, no worries. Thanks for stopping by, though. I mean, I know you're probably busy, but you know. If you look up My Friend is a Raven, the game, it has this very scratchy, dark, sort of scribbly aesthetic, but it's got this interesting lighting to it that kind of has this yellowy glow. I think I'm gonna go for something kind of like that vibe, maybe a little less disturbing in its look, just because I don't know that I can get my drawing style to quite look like that, but I'll try. We'll see. I don't know. I kind of suck. Oh goodness, hiccups, why? But as far as like the dove side, Like, I want it to be a game that's very different from like the stress and anxiety of a bullet hell. Like, I want you to feel the intensity of the crow's rage and frustration at like their history with the doves. Um, Even though the doves should look in a way that they almost seem harmless, like visually and aesthetically, like they just seem like they wouldn't be dangerous or a problem. So it's like unclear almost why um it's like that, why how it ended up at this point. Um because I mean, like, honestly, if we look at doves, all they are is white pigeons. They're not actually any different. Um they're just white pigeons. Oh, yeah, you don't hear the music because I'm having some problems with it not seeing the music player for some reason. Let me see if I can fix it. It happened when I got reset. Can you hear it now? I think I fixed it. If it's too loud or too quiet, let me know. Let's look up relaxing simple games. What do we come up with as options? Because I don't want anything too complex that you become frustrated with playing. And I want it to be simplified enough that it's easy for me to actually make. Um, but like I also need to be able to have it fit in with the story. Like, it's not like I can just say, "Oh, well, it's gonna be this." Like, it has to have some sort of background. Because like, let's say we do like a Bejeweled or like a Bubble Pop sort of game. We can make it that that's them fighting the crows and that they're mini crows that they're destroying or something. Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to be really quiet just because I don't want it to be too loud and overpowering. Um, hmm. I do kind of think like a Bejeweled game would be interesting. So we got Bejeweled, maybe? What other calm, relaxing... Let's see, mindless games. That like, they're easy, but they're not. I mean, there's like a matching game. Matching gasm, yeah. I'm not really sure if that really fits the vibe that I'm going for though. Yeah, like a hidden object game. Is that what you mean? Cause like what Telltale Heart games were kind of like a search for clues. Hidden object. Find clues. Clues. Plus. Find the plus. Yeah, I can type. Let's see. I mean, I could even do something like Submarine, you know, that you're like supposed to like choose from a grid. Or what's that called? Minefield? What's that game called? Oh, it feels like it's on the tip of my tongue. Minesweeper, yes, thank you. Minesweeper might be interesting, because then we could say that Minesweeper, Minesweeper. Minesweeper. That would be interesting because then we could say it's a strategic war option, but like, I don't know. Is Minesweeper fun? Do people enjoy Minesweeper? That's another question altogether. I don't know the answer. Yeah, you do? Okay, well, that means nobody's gonna like it. No, I'm just kidding. Old school phone games. I mean, there's like Snake, of course, but I don't know how I could possibly make that fit with this ideal and this concept. The bullet hell, we're sort of going for like an old school, like Space Invaders vibe, just side scrolling instead of up down. Yeah, I mean, Tetris is always an option, but like, Tetris kind of sucks. There's that old game with the dinosaur and the balloons. Or the balls. What's it called? Hiccups. It's not Hiccups. Yeah, I mean, there's Binding of Isaac. Puzzle Bobble is what the one with the little dinosaur was called. It's like, you shoot them up and you match them. That would be interesting. I mean, there's Pac-Man style too. Pac-Man's fun. And then you could make it that the crows are kind of like going around the map, collecting. I don't know. I don't know what they'd be collecting. Or not the crows, the doves would be going around collecting bird seed. And fighting crows. That would be interesting. I don't know that I have enough time to do something that's more Binding of Isaac style. Just because I feel like that's gonna cause too much complexity. And it's gonna be a lot more aggressive in nature. I want something a little bit more smooth and quiet. Even like a flying game, kind of like Flappy Bird, or like Sonic, I think might be even interesting. But I kind of like the idea of like Pac-Man. That way they're kind of similar old school aesthetic to Space Invader. You know, crows are Space Invader and then doves are Pac-Man. So they both have that old arcade feel, but they're unique because of the new stories around them. Old game, new story. That might be cool. I want to follow tutorials and just kind of like make them my own. I think the engine that I'm going to end up using is Unity, so it's something that I haven't used in a while. So I need to make sure there's tutorials. I know there's a tutorial on a bullet hell that I've watched before for Unity, but I have to find. I think probably not this one. I don't like this one. Hidden Objects game, you have to have a detailed background, and that's going to be a lot of work as art-wise. Matching games are an option. Bejeweled is an option. Minesweeper and Pac-Man are the options, I'd say. And I think I could make each of those work. Let's see, what else? As far as soundscape, I have like no idea. I feel like you could always go lo-fi. How do you spell lo-fi? Lo-fi? Lo-fi. Why do I suddenly not know how to spell? What's happening? I'm dead. That's what's happening. There's no W. That's why. That's why I'm having a stroke. Don't worry about it. maybe lo-fi for doves, and then heavy, heavy, strong music, like, what's that name of the bullet hell game? What's that bullet hell game that Dean likes? Bullet hell cute girls. What is the name of it? Why can't I think of it? Toho. Yeah, some Toho vibes. Toho music vibes. Ooh, that would be nice. Very like strong bullet hell vibes. So I want these to be like two very like rippingly different ways to approach a game. Like just I want the duality of the game to kick you in your face. Like you have to look at it and say, okay, if I play this game twice to see both or all the options, I see where you're going. I kind of think it would be interesting to have a beginning decision. Yeah, beginning. Yeah, sure. A beginning decision, a mid decision, and your end game. End game. I can't type. The beginning decision is the initial crow versus dove. The mid-game decision is after you've been fighting for one side. You get the option to change sides if you don't like their methods. Yes. And then end game is live with your decisions. Choices. I think that definitely gives an interesting idea of it. Trying to decide, and like maybe in the middle of the game you realize that the bullet hell is just too hard and you don't want to keep going because you know it's going to get more difficult, so you switch over to the dove side to see if it's easier there. You know, or the other way around, like the doves just aren't vibing with you, you're not enjoying it, the puzzles are boring, so you switch to the other side and then you're suddenly fucking wrecked by bullet hell. Yeah. It could be extra good too, because if we have it that they changed sides, they get a special end. There's a dove end, and then there's the crow end. I could probably stick a secret ending into, which would be play as crow, but don't shoot any minions. That would be interesting, like a little extra piece in there. It would be funny to get an error message that you can't turn back. Maybe I'd do that right before the end game. Like an extra, you've made your mid decision, and then you, option, JK, you can't change, oops, your mind now. I didn't mean to change the font, but I guess that works. And then you're stuck with the end game of the decision. Because I do want them to be able to switch, because I want them to be able to see the difference. So, obviously this is not going to be finished in the whole jam, like, unless I work all night. And I like to sleep. Somehow. Let's make my canvas a little bit bigger. Because I just keep adding stuff. Okay, let's save that. Let's move this up again. Whoops. Let's do that. Sure, that was not what I meant to do. Oh, come on, you just did it. Don't give me that shit. Okay. So then that would mean there'd be how many levels? So we'd have to have at least one level of each. So dove levels 1, crow levels 1. So those would be just the base levels. And then we'd actually have to have 2 levels for each because we'd want them to be able to make a choice in the middle. And then the final level for each. So it'd be 3 levels total for both, for each of them. So it'd be a total of 6 levels. So definitely not gonna get that done. So I'll probably do them one at a time, focus on one of them, getting 3 levels of them, and then focus on the other one. Maybe if I had more team, I could do more, but like, I don't know. I don't want to drag anyone else into my shitty ideas. And I don't like working with a team. I'm sorry to everyone out there. I love everyone. I love people. I am bad at teamwork. It's not them. It's me. I'm the problem. And I don't want to hurt other people and drag them down. So I don't like working in a team. But that's just me. Being a child. But yeah, I don't know. This is just planning phase. Because of that, let's see. Okay, first stage would be okay. So wait. Let's do this over here. Let's make another little text box. I'm just gonna deselect that one. Throw one over here. No, I want a new one. I would like a new one. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Let's just move that up here. Level types. Okay. So in addition to the actual gameplay levels, we're gonna need game map. Let's call it that instead. Start. First decision. I would say that this is going to be shows both options. Let's you choose. Okay. So that's the start. Is showing the both options, letting you choose. First gameplay level. Bullet hell. First gameplay level puzzle. Just gonna do that so that's not in the way. Mid-game decision. Show option to switch sides. Second gameplay level. Bullet hell. Second gameplay level puzzle. End game decision. Show option. Don't allow to switch, even if chosen. End screen. End game puzzle. Puzzle. Stop, Jesse. Stop. End game puzzle. End game. Bullet hell. That's gonna fuck with me. I need to. Bullet hell always goes first because that's just how it is. And then end game didn't switch. Actually, maybe I'll do did switch. So it's one option if you didn't switch for both sides, but then if you switched sides, the end will be the same because you essentially betrayed both of them. It'll just swap the characters. Swap characters. Swap characters depending on choice. On switch. Okay. I like the way that sounds. Let's go over here. I'm just gonna move that. Let's go back over here. So we've got my game map, my game idea map here. And then as far as workday plans, Friday, art assets, Saturday, code game, Sunday, polish, start with bullet hell. I think depending on which one of the styles I choose, Bejeweled, Matching Game, Minesweeper, Pac-Man, I feel like the bullet hell is going to be the easiest to get something done with and be able to show it and like look at it and say like this piece is done. So I want to do that first in case I just don't have enough time. I am planning to sleep for this jam. Oops, where I normally don't sleep that much. And I have a really bad migraine tonight, so I'm probably not going to stay up super long. Just long enough to finish most of the art assets. So I gotta make sure to get as much time as possible into Saturday. And then Sunday is when we'll be doing our presentations of our games. I might make some people help me with assets just for fun. Maybe they'll have them do like background assets or something, because I don't mind doing front characters, but I need like a base background for the side scrolling and a base background for the puzzle game to make it fit better with the overall aesthetic. Maybe I'll give them like a specific brush that they have to use so that it matches with the actual characters. We'll see how much time I have today. I probably will not draw on stream because I'm self-conscious about my shitty art. Sorry, world. But you'll see it tomorrow, so it's fine. Once I'm done like drawing it and making it look like shit. Sunday, 2 p.m. 2 o'clock p.m. Oh, I did an @ symbol. Cool. 2 o'clock p.m. is the presentations, or the suggested upload time. So I'll probably do, let's do 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock p.m. presentation. presentations, because that's when I'll be doing the actual presentation of the game. So I have to have something. No, shut up, Hades. You can't tell me my art's good. How dare you? You've never seen the process of me trying to draw one thing. Did you see me earlier when I drew this? Look at this dove. Look at this crow. They're the same bird. They look exactly the same. Okay. So I think that's a good starting point of where I want to begin with my game. This is kind of what I do with most games, is kind of draw up a little vague idea of what I want. I want it to be as decided. No, I don't want to rasterize that, please no. I want it to be as decided as far as the, like, story goes. So I have a good concept and map to follow. A lot of times if I don't do something like this, at least in my head, I will end up changing my idea and it fluctuates too much. And so when I finally come to actually working on the game, I don't. I just do really bad. No, it's more of like a, I just kind of like a, yeah, it's Photoshop. I just kind of like can't decide which direction I want to take it, so I end up taking it in weird directions or being unsure of like what I want to do. Let's see what brushes I have in here. I kind of want to see what brush I want to use for the aesthetic that I'm thinking of. Let's see. My Procreate brushes are a little bit nicer. Yeah, of course I'm using Photoshop as a Word doc. I want to write on it and draw a little bit so I can keep an eye on what I want. Is that brush? No, I don't like that one. I want it to be, let's switch to black first of all. I want something that the opacity can be really nice. Let's switch the opacity to like 80. Yeah, shut up. That's the wrong one. That's why I'm being stupid. Oh, I know. Fucking suck off. Let's drag this down to 80. Yeah, that's a nice opacity. Okay. Let's see. It's hard too because I'm using a mouse, so it's like it's gonna show me the worst of the worst. No, I don't like any of those. Maybe this one a little bit. No, I need something more up and down. This one's not bad. Let's zoom in a little. I want to look a little closer at you. It's not bad, but it's still not quite what I'm looking for. These are too soft. No, too round. This is just an eraser. Cool. I'm an adult human. Okay, so this is a nicer one. So this is great. I like the sort of, yeah. Let's see. This one has that sort of scratchiness to it, but it's a little bit too thick. Let's look at my special effects brushes. I could always download some brushes too. I mean, it looks good in like the base of what it looks like. The shape, no, not that. Get out of here, leaves. I don't need you. Like this sort of shade is like great. But the opacity of it's weird. Let's look at that. Why are you putting so much? Let's swap these, see if that changes. No, why? Why are you erasing and not doing useful things? I like the scratchiness of this. It gives a really good like cross-hatching vibes, and that's what I want. Is something like sort of aggressively scratchy. one's kind of nice. No, more leaves. Get out of here. Definitely not those. No, they're not piquing my fancy. Let me open up, let me open up Illustrator and see if there's a brush in there that I like, because I've got other brushes in Illustrator. You can guys kind of see my process of how I hate everything. I hate it. I don't like that either. Me. Okay, let me switch my screen to show the right thing. Illustrator. Yes. Yes. Fit to screen. Yes. Oh, you can kind of see this cool old picture that I did. A little bit, a little peek, little taste. Let's do just a new letter. Okay, let's check out some Illustrator brushes. Why? Hello? 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 Illustrator. Why are you being like this? I would like you to not be awful. What? Oh gosh, whatever. Let's do this. Okay, did it. So Illustrator is interesting because it smooths them out. So we can take a peek. I can't remember how to zoom in. Okay. So it can be useful for certain things because of how it smooths the line when you're like sweating. But I don't know if I want it that thick. I like the smoothness of these lines for other things, but I don't know that it's what I'm looking for this. Let's look at this. Oh, that's kind of nice, that like scratchy nature of it. Look at how it looks when you zigzag it. That one's not bad. That one's not bad. Not this. What is this? Yeah, I don't need that. That was for underlining certain words. Do I not have any other brushes? I think all my brushes are in Procreate. I'll have to load it up my tablet and fuck around. I still could have sworn I had more brushes in Photoshop. Because I kind of want like a nice bean shape for the crow. You know, like a nice bean shape. Looks more like a parrot, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah, like a little bean shape. But I don't like this brush. Sucks. Is that really all I have? I gotta download more brushes, I guess. This sucks. Okay, so this is a nose goes. Let's close that. I don't want that. Let me switch my windows again. To planning doc, Photoshop. Yeah, I've still only got base brushes in here. I could have sworn I used to have better brushes. Where's that scratchy one? Oh, look, a screen tone. That's pretty cool. Maybe I'll use a screen tone for something. Oh, look how they overlap. Oh, I like that. That's cool. Yeah, that's nice. Gotta love that. Yeah, maybe not that. I definitely think something scratchy. Something sort of just... Let's see, where did that scratchy brush go? Which brush was the scratchy brush? It wasn't this one. There was a scratchy brush, right? Am I crazy? Was it this one? No, I don't think so. I don't remember. I literally was using it a little bit ago and I forgot already. I mean, this one's not terrible, but it's way too gross. Eh. It's not that. It was not that. It was not that. It was this one. Yeah, that scratchiness. That's nice. If only it was darker. If only it had more body to it. It's been too long since I've messed around with Photoshop brushes. I don't remember how to make them better. Oh well. But anyways. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. I think I know what I want to do now. I think this is cool. Yeah. Like that. Look at that scratchiness there. Like, that's so nice. That's what I'm looking for. None of these brushes are giving it to me. I'm gonna have to look around for brushes online. But there's lots of good brushes out there, so it'll be easy to find. Yeah, that just looks like somebody left their palm print on this piece of paper while they were drawing with pencil. I guess that's fine. If that's what they're into. Sure. Whatever. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to start with working on the assets. Tomorrow when I stream, I will likely have the assets all created. And then I'll just need to make the game itself. So to make a list of assets that I need is what I need to do next. Okay, let's change this canvas again. Hydrate, everyone. I forgot. Now my throat's dry. Okay. Canvas size. Let's go ahead and do 900. Oops. Let's zoom out again. I'm just gonna collect everything I have here so far, and we're just gonna move that. Not you. You can go away. You can fuck off. Everyone else. Everything else here. No. Select these. Yes. Gosh, I gotta make everything so hard. I need this canvas to be bigger still. Man! 2,500. I know that's gotta be enough space. Nope, don't move that. Let's do all of these. And now we can move those. Okay. Let's save. Next section. So we need to decide assets that we need. Assets needed. So we definitely need crow. We definitely need a dove. The crow and the dove both need 2 versions. Crow with guns / flying. Flying. Crow speaking. Crow, not crow, god damn it. Dove speaking. Cute dove puzzle game. So depending on which puzzle game, that'll answer if I need more assets. Because if I'm going to do something like Pac-Man, I'll need different assets for the crow, as well as the dove. Whereas if I do something like Minesweeper, I'll need assets for that. So I gotta make a decision on that. I'm still on the fence though. Like I'm trying to decide which one would be the simplest, and it would probably be like a matching game or Minesweeper. But Pac-Man sounds cute. It would be like instead of little I don't know, little dots that make the ghosts turn blue, it would be that the dove finds like a gun and can shoot at the crows finally. But more just keep coming. That'd be interesting. So it still has that sort of war, that sort of battle between the two of them there. So it never loses that. Okay. End screen is probably gonna reuse the dove speaking and the crow speaking. We need backgrounds for background. Bullet hell. Background. Puzzle. For bullet hell, we need projectiles. Projectiles, yes. Let's see, what else do we need for bullet hell? I mean, we're going to need a version of the dove with guns. Doves with guns. Because they're gonna, the crows are gonna have to be fighting against something, so they're gonna have to be fighting against crows with, or doves with guns. Let's do cute crow for puzzle game. That way it's much more of a cutesy vibe versus a murder vibe like you get with the crows. It'll lighten it up, but not enough that it doesn't have that like Lovecraftian sort of style. I still want it to have that sort of vibe to it. Projectiles for bullet hell. Let's see. Because this will be, let's see. Oh, hiccups, why? For the speaking portions, I kind of want to take a page out of dating sim books, you know, like the pigeon dating sim game, where they sort of had like that like talking box at the bottom. No, I didn't want to do that. Stop, go away. No, I want to, panic. Select, no, I want to, I forgot how to use computers. No. Where's fucking transform? Where can I transform? I would like to transform. I would like to be a transformer. Hello? Why do I not know how to use this anymore? I'm just gonna die. This is the vibe that I'm talking about. layer. Okay, I want to, oh gosh. Image size. I want to make this smaller. Can you do that without destroying it? No, you didn't do shit. You didn't do anything of value. I just want to resize this. No. It's the problem is that I use too many programs, and then I forget how to function like a normal human. Because, like, honestly, I've used Photoshop since I was little. Like, I know how Photoshop works, but right now, my brain is saying, like, you don't know shit. I found what I was looking for. Inspiration. Okay, so I want to use something similar to this. No, stop. No, stop. Just deselect it. The struggle! I want a speech box. Where text will appear. Text here. Because I'm gonna need that for the scenes where they're talking to each other. Because it's gonna be something like this vibe, and then it switches to the bullet hell or the puzzle game, and then at the end it switches back to this sort of vibe. Not necessarily so pink and frilly and like lovey-dovey dating sim, but like also a dating sim. No, just kidding. No, but you know what I mean. It's a thing. I'm making sense. Everything I'm saying makes sense. Don't worry, world. It's fine. Let me just come back to reality. What other assets do I need? I mean, for the bullet hell, that's really it. You just need your character, the enemies, and then projectiles. And I've got that. Depending on which game I choose is where we come up to the conclusion of what we need for the other game, though. But as far as like the basics go of like the start and the finish, that's gonna be. Oh, I'm gonna need backgrounds for the start and finish. Background for end. Background for start. Okay. So that's all I can think of right now as far as like assets go that I need to make. It's a lot of work. But we're gonna get to the end with something. Even if it's not what we planned at the start, we'll get there. We'll make something. It may suck, and I may be depressed, but it will be a game about crows and doves. If hell, I'm not gonna make that work. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Okay, kiddos. I think you've helped me enough with planning for now. I've got to actually sit down and get some work done. I think we'll figure this out. No, don't create another. No, go away. Delete you. Yeah, I think we got this. We can do this, guys. I believe in us. So, if you are participating in this jam with me, I do wish you all the luck. I believe in you, and I know you can make something great, even if it's your first time or your last time. You know, just do your very best. And I will try to do my best and come up with something that actually resembles a game before the end. But we'll see. We'll see if it gets there. We'll see if anything happens, or if I end up just giving up and sleeping through this jam. No, I'm just kidding. Since I'm running it, I can't really do that. But we'll do something wonderful. I believe in us. But until next time, um, I will see you all tomorrow, which is in like, I don't know, like 12 hours from now, maybe-ish. So I don't know your time zone, but fingers crossed you're, able to chill with me while I get this done. So I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.